on those, or is Premier gonna work on those?
I'll work on those.
Okay.
What up, Snaps? We're back at Y Combinator for our meeting to decide who to invite to interviews. So at YC, we moved into this SF office a little while ago, maybe 2 months ago, and we've got this really awesome piece of wall art. Check it out. We work because it's a chain reaction. The startup that was in here before spent $70,000 on this masterpiece. They are no longer in business. Moral of the story, don't spend your money on dumb shit. All right, we're gonna do the most SF thing we've ever done and go pick up our food delivery that we order from an app on the hoverboard while snapping. All right, mission accomplished. Bam.
Work, 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 work.
Yeah.
To me, I be work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me better work.
Get all these people who are gonna decide your fate. Specifically, Paul. Crossing the street. Take one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Woo! We're doing it. We're doing it. Snap family made it. Made it across the street on the swagway. Remember, in life, you gotta take risks. Some risks are probably stupid risks. The risk was worth the reward. Blue bottle. And I just found out the YC office has kombucha on tap.
Health Aid.
Health Aid.
Health Aid brand.
Probiotics. Probiotics alert.
Good for.
What up, Snaps? Well, people are trying to work. I've invented a new sport. Hoverboarding. Well, see do it. Finbar, watch out. Oh shit. Whew. Collision narrowly avoided. Yo, what up, Snaps? Alright, so I'm kind of out of ideas for Snapstorm, so if you have anything you want me to talk about, send it my way. What up, Snaps? Sometimes you gotta eat some ice cream. What up, Snaps? So we just sent out YC interview acceptances and rejections, and I know a lot of you just got rejections. Hey, just remember that no investor can prevent you from building a great business. When we were building Justin TV and then later Twitch, we were rejected and passed on by investors a lot of times. I hope you make it, and one day you meet me and you're laughing about how we fucked up. What up, Snaps? So thanks for your suggestions on what to Snapstorm. I got a lot of good ideas. A lot of great content is going to be coming out. What up, Snaps? So a lot of people ask, how do I get into a tech startup if I have no programming skills and I work at a big company? So it's really hard to get the non-programming jobs at a tech startup because in the early days, there aren't very many of them. Everyone without any tech skills wants to be a product manager because that's the one job they think they can do having no tech background. I think there are two good ways to get a job at a tech startup. Number one, learn how to program. This isn't as daunting as you think. There's now tons of boot camps and workshops out there to help teach you how to program. Some of the ones I like: Hack Reactor, Dev Bootcamp, General Assembly. My own brother went to Dev Bootcamp and learned how to be a programmer. At one of my startups, Exec, we hired a new Dev Bootcamp grad, Johnny, who worked for me for a year and then went on to work at Uber. Before he went into Dev Bootcamp, he was in finance. And if you don't want to learn programming, there's a lot of other boot camps you can use to get useful skills. One of my friends went to a data science boot camp and now is a data science. Okay, well, let's say you don't want to learn how to program. What is option number two? Instead of trying to be the product manager at a startup, get any job that you can get there and then figure out how to move horizontally later. There's one reason for this. When people hire you, they're taking two risks on you. One, that you'll be able to actually do the job, and two, that you'll be a culture fit. When you want to move horizontally, say you join the company in sales and you want to move to become into product, you're eliminating the second risk. So when you actually apply to a startup, make sure that you spell out why you actually give a shit about working at their company. Another tip, and this might seem obvious, come prepared with ideas for how you would execute that job. Back in 2008, when we were hiring our first community manager for Justin TV, we interviewed probably 10 to 20 people. Only 2 of those candidates actually came in with ideas on what they would do as community manager. While we hired one, another one came in with such prepared ideas that we ended up hiring him as well for another job. His name was Aram, and he worked for us for about 18 months until he quit to start his own company, which is called ZeroCater, and now has had over 100 million in sales. Second example, Tiger, who I hired for my Snapchat position, actually came in with a ton of great ideas for what he would do. Like the daily cards, it's all Tiger. The number, rating something based on a number of Klauses, Tiger's idea. I started implementing his ideas before I hired him, and they were so good, I was like, I gotta get this kid on the team. I'm gonna wrap it up, but the last thing I'll say is be about the company and not about yourself in the interview. I get so many job applications to work for me from people who clearly just want to spend 6 months and then have me help them on their startup. Look, every job, obviously people want to get something out of it, but if you're applying to a company and you clearly just want to bounce after a short period of time, they're going to notice that and it's going to come through and you're not going to get hired. Companies want to hire people who are mission driven and really care about what they're making. So apply to places where that's the case for you. One last thing, we're considering letting some entrepreneurs take over the Snapchat channel, so if you're interested, apply down here. What you making there, Damien?
Eggs.
Eggs!